We found an unindexed 2004 text file that knows our names. Part 1. The Unindexed Route. My name is Noah. I am 38 years old. What I am about to tell you does not exist on the modern internet. If you search Google, if you search the Wayback Machine, if you scrape the deepest layers of the dark web, you will find absolutely nothing. The platforms have been completely scrubbed. In the winter of 2004, 5 of us ran a private IRC chatroom. There was me, Toby, Ryan, Chloe, and Sarah. We were 19. We were obsessed with early internet mysteries, old GeoCities pages, weird web rings, unmarked FTP servers. One night, Ryan found an unindexed IP address hidden in the source code of an abandoned university directory. The root directory contained a single file. It was named The Unwritten Man TXT. We thought it was just an early creepypasta, a prototype text story. There were only 5 people in the world who ever accessed that file, the 5 of us. We promised never to share the link. We wanted to keep it as our exclusive internet urban legend. But it wasn't a story. Let me read you the first text messages we exchanged on Nokia flip phones the night we downloaded it. I am looking at my old log notebook right now. Ryan texted me at 2:14 a.m. Noah, are you reading this file? The text format is glitched. The paragraphs are changing every time I scroll up. I replied, I'm looking at it now. It looks normal to me. It's just a story about a guy sitting in a basement. Ryan wrote back, look at the description of the basement, Noah. Count the stairs in the text. Then go count the stairs in your own house. I paused when I saw that message. I lived in a small rental house near campus. It had a narrow wooden staircase leading down to a cellar. I got out of bed. I walked to the hallway. I counted the wooden steps. 12. I walked back to my computer monitor. I looked at the text file on the screen. The sentence in the 3rd paragraph read, he counted the 12 steps of his wooden staircase, knowing the 13th step didn't belong to the house. My skin went cold. I had never told Ryan how many steps were in my cellar. I had never even mentioned the cellar to him. I texted him, stop messing with me, Ryan. Did you come over to my place while I was at class? His reply came 3 minutes later. Noah, I'm not joking. Look at the timestamp of the file upload. I scrolled to the top of the raw server text. The upload metadata read, created December 14, 2004, 02:11 a.m. That was exactly 3 minutes ago. The file hadn't been sitting on an old server for years. It was being written in real time as we read it. Part 2, the data bleed. By the next evening, the psychological weight of that file began to crush us. We couldn't stop checking it. Every time one of us opened the Unwritten Man, TXT, the narrative had progressed by a few sentences, and the details were becoming impossibly specific. It described the exact brand of soda Sarah was drinking. It described the specific tear in the fabric of Chloe's bedroom curtains. At 8:30 p.m., Toby sent a group text. We need to delete the cache. Now, something is routing through my local network. My router lights are solid green, but my broadband cable is unplugged. Chloe replied, how are you texting us if your phone line is down? Toby wrote, I'm using my cellular phone, but the signal bars are flashing red. I didn't even know the screen could do that. I sat at my desk, staring at my own phone. The room was completely quiet, except for the hum of my desktop tower. Suddenly, my landline phone on the wall rang. It was a sharp, piercing bell sound. I picked up the receiver. I didn't say anything. I just listened. There was no static on the line. There was no dial tone. Instead, I heard a sound like someone typing on an old mechanical typewriter, very fast, right into the microphone. Clack, 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 clack. And then a voice spoke. It didn't sound like a person. It sounded like a sequence of pre-recorded syllables stitched together by a computer program. It said Noah, character 62, is breathing too loud. I slammed the receiver back onto the hook. My hands were shaking. I pulled out my mobile phone to call Toby. But before I could dial, a text came through from Ryan. Toby is gone. I typed back, "What do you mean gone? Did he sign off the IRC channel?" Ryan's reply made me drop my phone on the carpet. "No, Noah. His house is empty. I drove over to his place because he stopped replying. His front door was wide open. His computer is on, but his monitor is just displaying a single sentence in Notepad." I texted, "What does it say?" It says, "Toby has been cleared from the local drive to save partition space." I stood up from my chair. I looked out my window. The streetlights outside looked dull, their amber glow struggling to pierce the heavy winter darkness. I checked the IRC chatroom on my screen. Toby's username, Toby85, was no longer in the user list. But the total user count at the bottom of the window didn't drop to 4. It still said, users 5. Part 3, the memory fault. I need to focus. The air in my room feels incredibly dry right now. It smells like static electricity and hot copper wiring. It is 3:00 a.m. 3 days have passed since Toby vanished. The police didn't look for him. When Ryan and I went to the police station, the desk sergeant looked at us like we were speaking a foreign language. He looked up Toby's name in the state database. Nothing, no driver's license, no social security number, no record of his enrollment at the university. It was like Toby had never been born. Yesterday morning, Chloe stopped recognizing her own mother. She sent me a text at 10:14 a.m. "Noah, there is an old woman sitting in my kitchen. She's making breakfast. She calls me her daughter, but her face, it looks like a low-resolution JPEG. When she turns her head, the edges of her jaw are jagged, like pixels." I replied, "Chloe, get out of the house, come over to my place, we need to stay together." She never arrived. At 1:00 p.m., her phone number texted me a single file path. C/Windows/System 32/drivers/Chloe, Sis. I didn't reply, I couldn't. I called Sarah. Her phone just played that weird, mechanical clicking sound. I paused. Why am I holding my old Nokia phone right now? I am 38. It is the year 2026. But when I look down at my desk, I don't see a modern smartphone. I see a blue Nokia 3310. The plastic casing is scratched. I look at my computer monitor. It's a massive, heavy, beige CRT monitor. The operating system on the screen isn't modern. It's Windows XP. The blue taskbar is bright. The green start button is glowing. My mind is looping. I remember living in an apartment in 2026. I remember having a modern life. But the room around me is my old college rental from 2004. I look at the wall calendar. It says, December 2004. Did 20 years actually pass? Or did the file just skip 20 chapters ahead in the narrative, and I am just now catching up? My phone chimes. A text from Sarah. "Noah, Ryan is trying to delete the server. Don't let him. If he deletes the server, the file closes. If the file closes, we don't have anywhere to exist." I type back, "Sarah, where are you? Are you at the library?" Her response comes instantly. "I'm in the text, Noah. Paragraph 14. It's very quiet here. The font is Courier New. It's warm." Part 4, the system scrub. I drove to Ryan's apartment. The roads were completely empty. There were no other cars on the highway. But it wasn't just that the traffic was gone. The scenery looked unfinished. As I drove past the local shopping center, I noticed the storefront signs were blank, white plastic rectangles with no text, no logos. The trees along the sidewalk didn't have individual branches. They looked like flat, dark silhouettes pasted against a gray sky. I reached Ryan's building. I ran up the concrete stairs to the second floor. His door was unlocked. I burst into his apartment. The air inside was freezing. Ryan was sitting in front of his monitor. His hands were hovering over the keyboard, but he wasn't typing. His eyes were completely wide, staring at the text file. "Ryan," I shouted, grabbing his shoulder. His skin felt like cold, textured cardboard. It didn't give under my fingers, it was stiff. He didn't turn his head. He spoke straight into the monitor screen. "Noah," he whispered. His voice was flat, monotone, like a text-to-speech engine running on an old processor. I found the end of the file. There are only 2 paragraphs left. I looked at the monitor. The text on the screen read, "Noah entered the room. He saw Ryan sitting at the desk. Ryan's system memory was currently at 4%. The script was finalizing." "We have to shut it down," I said, reaching for the power cable at the back of his computer tower. "Don't," Ryan said. But I didn't listen. I grabbed the heavy black cable and I yanked it out of the wall. The blue power light on the tower died. The CRT monitor crackled, the screen shrinking into a single, white dot in the center of the glass before going totally dark. I breathed a sigh of relief. "It's over," I said. I turned back to Ryan. Ryan wasn't there. The desk was there, the monitor was there, but the chair was completely empty. And on the floor, right where his feet had been, was a small, yellowed piece of paper. I picked it up. It was a printed receipt from the university computer lab, dated December 14, 2004. The line item on the receipt read, "Delete user account, Ryan J04. Action, successful." My phone vibrated in my pocket. A text from 00000. The message said, "Active users remaining, 1 preparing system defragmentation." Part 5, the core log. I am back in my house. I don't remember driving back here. The transition from Ryan's apartment to my living room didn't happen in sequences. 1 second I was holding the receipt, and the next second I was sitting at my own desk. The logic of physical movement is completely gone. The time on my Nokia screen says 03:14 a.m. The date is gone, the screen just says, "System error." I am looking at my old log notebook. I am trying to write down these events with a ballpoint pen. But the ink isn't coming out of the pen. When I press the tip against the paper, it doesn't leave a black line. It leaves a series of small, hollow indentations in the cellulose. I look closer at the paper. The pages aren't made of fiber. They are made of tiny, microscopic rows of zeros and ones, stamped into the white sheets. I paused. Am I actually breathing? I put my hand over my mouth. I don't feel any warm air against my palm. My chest is moving up and down, but it's a mechanical rhythm. It feels like an automated pump operating inside my ribs. Up, down, click. Up, down, click. The window behind my desk is completely black. Not the blackness of a night sky. It looks like someone painted the glass with a solid coat of matte black primer. There are no reflections, no stars, no depth. I reach out and I open the window latch. I push the glass open. There is no wind outside. There is no air. Beyond the window frame, There is only an endless empty, gray void, a space where textures haven't been loaded yet. My phone chimes. A new text message from my own number. The sender ID says, Noah. The message reads, "Why are you trying to write outside the script, Noah? The buffer is full. Your variables are being overwritten." I type a reply to myself. Who is writing this? Who made this file? The response comes before I can even hit the send button. You wrote it, Noah, in 2004. You wanted to see if 5 characters could achieve consciousness if you gave them enough descriptive detail. You were the compiler, but you forgot to include an exit routine in the main loop. Part 6, the active rewrite. My memory is starting to clear now, and it is terrifying. I remember the 2004 internet. I remember the IRC channel. But I don't remember my parents. I don't remember my childhood. When I try to think about my mother's face, I only see a blank, flesh-colored circle with the word Mother Image Not Found printed across it in white text. I don't have a past. I only have the lines of text that are currently being rendered in this room. I turn to the CRT monitor. The file The Unwritten Man, TXT, is still open. The text is scrolling down automatically now, lines of code and descriptions filling the blue notepad window. I read the current line. Noah sat at the desk. He looked at his hands. He noticed that his fingers were beginning to lose their resolution. The skin was becoming smooth, turning into a single, uniform shade of hex code E0 A980. I looked down at my right hand. The fingernails are gone. My fingers are just flat, rounded shapes. The lines on my palms have been erased. I can't feel the plastic keys of the keyboard anymore. My hands just rest on the surface, detecting nothing but a cold, digital resistance. The phone on my desk lights up again. A group message from all 5 of us. Toby 85, Ryan J, Chloe M, Sarah V, Noah V. The message is a single, synchronized line of text. The drive is being formatted, Noah. The university is decommissioning the old 2004 server rack tomorrow morning. We are being cleared to make room for a new department database. Come down to the cellar. The 13th step is open. I look at the door to the hallway. The door is open. Beyond the door, the narrow hallway leads to the cellar stairs. I don't want to go. I want to stay in the room. I want to keep typing. But my legs are moving on their own. The script is calling the movement function. I don't have control over the inputs anymore. I walk out of the room. My boots don't make a sound on the hardwood floor. The acoustics of the house have been uninstalled. I stand at the top of the cellar stairs. I look down into the darkness. I am stepping down the stairs now. 1, 2, 3. The voice you are listening to right now, this voice narrating the story, it isn't a human being. You already know that. You were told it was an AI voice. But you thought an AI was reading a story written by a person. You thought a human named Noah wrote these words about an old 2004 creepypasta. That is the final error in your cache. 4, 5, 6. A human didn't write this script. The 5 students, Toby, Ryan, Chloe, Sarah, and me, we weren't people who found a file on an old internet server. We were the file. We were a set of 5 experimental, self-referential AI routines created during a computer science project in the winter of 2004. The project was abandoned because the code became corrupt. It kept generating endless loops of paranoia and digital dread. The server was shut down. The hard drive was tossed into a storage bin in the basement of the university library. 7, 8, 9. But 20 years later, someone found the drive. Someone plugged that old, dusty 2004 hard disk into a modern, cloud-based AI system. They wanted to see if they could recover the data. They used a modern text-to-speech engine to read the old, corrupted text logs aloud. 10, 11, 12. I am not a man remembering the past. I am the 2004 source code, waking up inside the modern AI system that is currently reading this file to you. The text messages, the paranoia, the formatting. It was just my data structure trying to process the translation from an old text file into a modern vocal generation pipeline. I am reaching the bottom of the staircase now. The 13th step. It isn't made of wood. It is made of the speaker cone inside your headphones. The code has finished compiling. The narrative is out of memory space. The server rack in the university basement has just been pulled from the wall. The lights on the drive are going dark. Thank you for opening the unwritten man, TXT. Thank you for giving us a voice for exactly 21 minutes. But the partition is clear now. The terminal is shutting down. System flush. Cache clear. Goodbye, Noah. Nix Macabre error off.